Hello and welcome guys to a new video on my channel. Today's video will be about a new horror series. This series is called Note of 83 and it's actually a movie that's around 1 hour long. And it's pretty cool and it has a pretty deep and interesting lore with interesting creatures, let's just say. And it's very clever, to be honest, the idea behind it is very clever and intelligent. But the thing is not a lot of analog horror enjoyers know about this. So let's just say it is underlooked and honestly underrated, to be honest also. So without further any introductions, let's get into the video, and I will, let's just say, cover around, I think, the first 20 minutes of the movie or so. And yeah, I won't explain the whole movie in one series, like in this video, but I think probably in 3 videos. Yeah, around in 3 videos. So when the movie starts, we'll find out that the place where this movie takes out is in January. It's 1938, like in the name, and it happens in in farm circle in Minnesota, Minnesota. I apologize, Minnesota. And the thing is that apparently a whole town in Minnesota has been wiped away, or let's just say not wiped away. All of the humans that lived there disappeared without any trace of them. But police found a lot of video and audio recordings, but many of them were damaged. So the police couldn't read them. But they found some healthy ones, and the movie is all about the healthy ones. So everything we will see in this movie is actually recordings that are the healthy ones. And yeah, so let's just say there's one big new news station in this town, and this news station is called K83 FC, Spencer Sheridan Foundation, or not. This is, let's just say, the organization behind this news station, or yeah, say whatever you want about it. But the thing is, it's just normal news, and as you guys remember, back then in the 80s and 90s, and even 70s, news station after midnight, let's just say they close. Like, it depends on what news station you followed, but the thing is about this news station that they just played a lot, the national anthem of the United States of America, with freedom and democracy pictures of, let's just say, George W. Bush and the history of the United States of America. But then we find two pictures that kind of get into the way of this national anthem of the United States of America. These pictures are like of kind of a dead bloody skull in the snow and blood on snow, yeah. And then the news really get interrupted by, and a young scientist, we will notice it from, like, yeah, there's a young scientist, aka student, and he tells us that he works at Minnesota University, and was shown that, like, he was warning us about something capturing them, and he also capturing him and his teammates or friends in the basement of Scout Marin's palace. Scott Marin's palace is, for you guys, is actually the palace of the mayor of this town, and he asked for help because it's getting very cold and they probably will die. And then somebody, like his friend, also a scientist with a suit, gets in, and we see that he's covered in blood, like at least his white suit, and he's panicking and telling us that they are getting buried alive in the snow and they're going to freeze to death before even like. And his friend said, no, don't say that. And so let's just say both sides, like his friend, the first one and the second scientist, are not cooperating with each other because the one already lost hope, or the other sends help. So the duality of men. And then the news get back to normal, and after that we find a voice, or we will hear an audio recording of one lady called Vivani, I think, Vivani, of a woman, and Greg. These two persons are working at K83 FC, like at this news station, or at the organization behind this news station. They are going to scout Marin's palace because honestly, this wasn't the first time the channel get interrupted, and they want to find out if there's really something in this palace. So they go with a police officer called Chris, and he tells them that, as I told you guys, the palace was the former house of the mayor before getting purchased by the University of Minnesota for doing secret experiments we have no idea about till now. When they arrive to the palace, they are pretty shocked. Like, it's really destroyed and looks abandoned from the Second World War. And even Chris says that he was there last week, and he tells him that this place was renewed and rebranded, and there were workers inside here and people here, and now it looks like nobody ever lived in this place. And so we don't really know if he is lying or telling the truth. So, and this is actually something that I really like in this specific anal core, and that's it. And that is that you don't know who to trust. At least in the first half or 75% of the movie. Then everything becomes clear, and you know who to trust and who lied and who tells the truth. And so they split, which is the stupidest thing they can ever do. We know that movies, horror movies and so on. Greg goes into the basement, or looks for the basement at least, while Vivian and Chris are searching the first stock and the second stock, I think, also, because as I remember there is a second stock. But then Greg finally finds a basement door, and he calls them both, Vivian and Chris, and they don't reply to him. So he just opens the door, and really, he finds something really shocking and unnatural. See it yourself. You saw it, guys, and so about. Then we will get the beautiful thing is that you change from one recording to another recording. This is what I like in this series, because you change from one recording to another one without even knowing what's going on here. So it gets changed to the meeting and the parliament. Let's just say it's not really a parliament; it's just the place where the major and his friends or colleagues, let's just say, talk about the town and how to. It's just talk about the town and see what they can do to make the town a better place. So one guy tells the mayor that that they need better snow removals from the government, and because this winter is going to be really hard, and the old snow removers they have aren't gonna do the job well, or even complete the job, honestly. And then he accepts that. Then somebody comes from the University of Minnesota. No, sorry, my fault. Not somebody from the University. Somebody should have come to ask for finances, like asking for financial help to the University of Minnesota and what's going on in the mayor's order. Guess but nobody came, so they skipped, let's just say, his part. And now somebody came from the news got also interrupted that are recorded for us this meeting. Yeah, it was a meeting, and the text says they are with us now. Who are they? Probably the representative of the University of Minnesota and the workers at the University of Minnesota. Who are us? We don't know till now. And yeah, then actually, Maya does to the representative of K83FC. He humiliates him and his people and his channel, that they are getting always interrupted or hacked. Let's just say, why guys always say interrupted? They get hacked. They are like stupid, even though it's just asking for money to make sure this never happens again. He says that the things that are shown on the hacks, like blood on snow and dead body and bloody people, aren't always a good thing, because sometimes children are watched and they can get traumatized from all of this blood and so on. While he does humiliate the channel, the text get no, again hacked, and and the text says, "We feast upon his work. They have embraced us, and so will you. We, us, like we and us, we still don't know. We feast upon his work. Who is his work? We don't have no idea. Like who's his? They have embraced us. Who are they? We don't also know. Probably the president, the workers at the University of Minnesota. And so will you. You are me and you. And we have absolutely no idea what's going on, and who is who, talking to who, about who, and what, and why, and when, and how." And then another hacking happens to K83FC, and this time it's actually a girl. Like, okay, it's not a hacking. The recording that switched to another recording, and this recording is of K83FC, and they will get hacked again, a second time. I don't know how many times they get hacked. Back then it was pretty easy to hack a news station, because they were like using analog. I don't know if analog was better or digital. I forgot, but yeah. This time it's a girl filming and yapping about how much she loves the snow and cold, and this should be a video for her boyfriend. And then She finds an area with a lot of snow and fences around it, and also she found marks on the ground, like step marks. So, as any stupid horror character that thinks he is tough at him, she decides to get curious and follow the steps. And while she follows the steps, she gets hit from behind. That she literally falls to the ground, and we don't know who hit her, but she says it must been the wind. Not she doesn't say that directly, but she says the wind was really hard on her, and that literally her limbs even got numb. Like she said, I know I said I love the cold, but not that much that I got numb. And she yaps, continue yapping, but still after the wind literally warns her about that she should get back from literally like she's stupid, okay? After the wind literally wants her, the wind himself wants her that she should get back and not continue following the steps. She continues following the steps, and then she notices a snowman 15 meters, or for you Americans, 31 feet away, standing in the nowhere, and he spawned. Not feet, sorry, yards, I mean yards. From the nowhere. He wasn't even there before. She's pretty sure he wasn't there, and we are also sure. And then while trying to realize from where this snowman appeared, she falls onto something, and apparently it's the same dead body, bloody skeleton we saw in the first hacking or interruption of the news station. Since she gets attacked while trying to realize what the fuck is going on, and since she runs away and so, but then she finally dies at the fence, and we see her bloody hand trying to resist whatever is attacked her and trying to take it. But we think that the recording ends here, but actually we find out that somebody took the camera from her. But we notice that it's not really she, because how can I say, we humans really can notice every single little detail we actually wouldn't really think we will care about. But we see that the way this or who or whatever is filming isn't the same as how the girl filmed. And this thing or the person that's filming tries to mimic the voice of this girl by, like, he memorized, let's just say, her words that she said, or he took her, then he knows all the words she said, and he literally breaks them together and form a sentence. Like he still says a couple of, he tries to mimic a voice, then continue saying a couple of sentences too, and then repeatedly says, I am cold, I am cold. You will notice that she's not, or he is not, or whatever is not saying I am cold. He's saying I am cold, I am cold. Like it's not, it's broken. It's broken up literally. And yeah, honestly, I will stop here. I think actually I will do either two videos like this video and one other, and then we will end with this series, or three videos. It depends on how much time I got and how much I feel, honestly. Because I honestly, guys, for you, I will honest, I didn't really wanna post a video last weekend, but then after I found out that Puppy Playtime Chapter 5 trailer went out, I said, yeah, I will just do a live reaction, and it'll still be a video. Why not? But honestly, I watched one of my favorite YouTubers play it, as Gaming, Arabian, what was it? A YouTuber. I will leave his link into the bio if you want to. If you're Arabic and understand Arabic, watch him. He didn't play the game complete because he was bored, or he himself said he is really stupid in quizzes and yeah, in mysteries. So he quits. He quitted playing Puppy Playtime Chapter 5, and I went not to the half, but I think I watched the first 25% of the game. So now I'm pretty surprised by the new characters and so, and the introduction was great. Really, the introduction was great. Don't want to spoil it for you. If you don't want to spoil it, just go to this minute here. But if you already know about, you start like from where you ended last time in chapter 4. Hug Wug with his one hand. It's really, he is rage baited from you from since chapter 5. So first, when he sees you, he will kills you. He wants revenge. He will do anything. He literally with his hands. You are in an elevator. He breaks everything in that elevator, and the elevator falls down, and he takes even your grab hands, and you run away from him. Like this, what I'm telling now you is happens before you go into the elevator, and you run away, and he's following you, and gotta be really fast, and so before he fucking kills you. Then you fall even deeper, like you fall into the labs where that prototype is. Just actually even you go to bonus. And yeah, this guy was everything about today's video. Hope you enjoyed it. I will cut it down until we'll post it on Sunday this weekend, I promise. And yeah, guys, see you in the next video. Adios, amigos, amigos. I'm out.